Hello everyone, this is Suprit Kalkol, Faculty in Zoology, Sri Venkatramana Swami College, Bantwal. So today in this session, we'll be discussing about circadian rhythm and biological cycle. So there are different types of behaviors in humans which they take place according to time. Like, you may have some questions within yourself. Why do we feel sleepy during afternoon once we are having a good meal? Or why do we feel energized during morning at 10 o'clock? So the answer for these questions, it is due to the circadian rhythm. So now what is the circadian rhythm actually? So it is the rhythm that naturally occurs and it is built in the system within all the living organisms, including human beings, plants and animals. So this biological clock or circadian rhythm, here these words they are mainly termed, or it is mainly related to about a day rhythm. It means circa means it is about and diem it is the day. So this circadian rhythm, the term was developed by Hesburgh in 1950. So there are several criteria that are biological, that are circadian rhythmic, which must last for 24 hours. So that type of rhythm which we can reset by exposure of light, heat, temperature. So this can be experienced with the, for example, whenever we are traveling from one country to other country in larger time gap, so that is mainly called as jet lag. So this type of symptoms usually they are disrupted by the circadian rhythm. So about this, so there is a recent study that the circadian rhythm, if the disturbance is done to the circadian rhythm, so that may causes different health problems, mainly causes insomnia and obesity. So mainly we'll see what is the definition of the circadian rhythm. So 24-hour cyclic rhythmic found in animals that synchronize with the presence and absence of light. So this light, it plays a very important role with our internal biological clock. So due to that internal biological clock, what all the different types of activities or the behavior that happens inside our internal system, so this is termed as circadian rhythm or the biological clock. So now this circadian rhythm, it mainly works on the two bases, that is molecular mechanism in hypothalamus and the bunch of neurons. So what type of neurons mainly? So suprachiasmatic nucleus, when they are working together, so what happens? For example, when you take the eyes, the optical nerves, they are mainly activated during the daytime because of presence of light. So once the input is given to the optical nerves, that is to the eyes, so later what happens? The signals are transmitted, and later the signals, once they are transmitted, they give an output in the form of endocrine system. So once the endocrine system gets the output, there are several different types of activities that takes place within our system, that is internal system. So we'll see in detail what happens during this 24 hours. So now during the morning, early morning, So our body experience highest blood pressure and there will be a secretion of melatonin, so which will be in the reduced condition. So now there is a recent study, whenever you are taking a caffeine, that is drinking a coffee, then during that time there will be activation of the cortisol. So this action of caffeine and cortisol mainly balances our body and it will keep in constant. So during daytime what happens, there will be a high blood pressure and secretion of melatonin due to the high blood pressure, that will be reduced. Now during afternoon what happens? So usually our body will be having the best coordination reaction time. So like our cardiovascular efficiency and the muscular strength will be higher during the afternoon, and this is explained by world records. Like usually the world records of gaining or pulling the weight, throwing the weights are mainly broken during the afternoon. So through this type of physiological activities which are done, we can tell that our body will be having the best coordination and high amount of the cardiovascular efficiency along with muscular strength. So this is about the afternoon. So once during the evening time, slowly tends to the night, so our body temperature increases along with the secretion of melatonin, and our body usually what happens, there will be a tendency to sleep or losing the coordination of the muscular strength. So due to this losing the coordination or due to the muscular strength, what happens, our body tends to be weakened and thus we sleep during the night time. But the late nights, why do we have the deepest sleep in the late nights? So during the deepest sleep, like 2 o'clock in night, where our body will be having very less activities once our body is in rest. So due to that internal activities which are very reduced, so due to that we are having the deepest sleep. So early morning, like very around 4:30 and all, so our body temperature will be very much low, and again once the light tends to fall around 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, then our body experiences the highest blood pressure and the temperature slowly starts to rise. So this is a type of circadian rhythm or the circadian clock that takes place in humans. So this type of behavior, it is not only seen in humans, it is also seen in animals, it is also seen in plants. So we'll see how it takes place in animals and plants also. So we know that light, it is a type of photoreceptor. Once the light falls on the different types of inputs, then what happens, the receptors are activated. Once the activation takes place, they enter into the pathways. So later the pacemaker gives the signals, and once the pacemaker gives the signals, there will be coupling of pathways, like they tend to mix with the different types of pathway, and later rhythmic outputs are seen. So as we have seen in the humans, that is once the light falls on the eyes, then optic nerves are stimulated. Due to the stimulation of optic nerves, then the output, that is endocrine system, that is releasing of different types of hormones, secretion of hormones takes place. So as you can see in this picture, how light falls to the optic nerve, then there is a behavior, and it is also mainly connected to the SCN, that is suprachiasmatic nucleus. So this also tend to have seen in plants also. So how the photoreceptors they work in plants, and this is a hypothetical model of the organization that are majorly components of circadian system. So not only the activities, the internal system, our endocrine system, they secrete different types of hormones, juice, and different types of cellular activities also takes place. So this is about the feeding and fasting mechanism that happens during the circadian cycle or biological cycle during different timings. So as you can see in this picture, so once you are feeding, so what happens? The liver will be stimulated, glycogen, cholesterol, bile acids will be synthesized, and pancreas also tend to increase the secretion of insulin because of intake. So our food majorly consists of carbohydrates. So once the carbohydrates is taken, what happens? The insulin secretion also should happen. So then fats, usually lipogenesis, that is breaking of lipids. Then muscle activities, they gain the strength by these all activities, then there will be action of muscles. But during sleep or fasting, what happens? Slowly the glycogen, cholesterol, which are mainly synthesized during the feeding time, the opposite reaction that takes place in the fasting. Slowly there will be decrease of secretion in glycogen and all, then there will be a gluconeogenesis, that is breaking of glucose. Then mitochondrial biosynthesis, there will be synthesis of ATP. Then pancreas tend to secrete glucagon. Then fat will be catabolized, that is action will be taking place, and muscle oxidative metabolism takes place. So this is about the circadian rhythm and biological cycle.